This week's episode of Groupcast is brought to you by Casey's Basement Blanket Fort. Because my childhood isn't buried in my backyard next to my dead dog my parents said moved to a farm.
It's the Groupcast podcast, a show about stuff like stupid jokes and Charlie folks and random ass topics with Casey, Wes, and special guests like Fred and Danny, Kyle, Riley, Lennon's there too. This is their theme song, it's pretty cool. Just don't ask Wes to sing the rest cause he'll forget the words, so sit right down and gather round, but not too close because they were so ugly that everyone died. Podcast.
Welcome back to
That's my favorite show.
Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Groupcast. As always, I am Big Wes. This is Casey.
Girl, you know how I feel about you. It's like you're a fossil sample, and I'm an impatient archaeologist because I want to date you badly.
That was smooth as shit, man.
Welcome to the Midnight Hour. I'm your host, Nasty Drippins.
Thanks, Nasty Drippins. This is Lennon.
I thought of a terrible pickup line earlier, but now I don't remember what it is. Like, it was really, really bad. That doesn't help me now. Doesn't help any of us now. But
Yeah.
let's just all move on with our lives.
I'm trying.
We're all gonna move on with our lives now, so here's the other person that we have here.
Over there is Amber.
I'd like the record to reflect that I'm wearing a shirt with a cow pumping some major iron on it. Check her out.
What?
Cow's lifting
Your
some...
hair's in the way with your hair.
I have too much, sorry.
Check her out.
Okay.
It says on it.
Turkey Hill Dairy, thank you.
Yeah, it's
Is that like the Turkey Hill Dairy mascot? The pump iron cow?
I guess so. The
Oh.
Turkey Hill Fitness Club mascot.
Why does
Okay.
Turkey Hill need a fitness mascot?
I don't know, but my mom is on the team.
Why
Why?
does Turkey Hill need?
Why is Turkey Hill fitness mascot not a turkey?
Because Turkey
Yeah.
Hill cows are the thing. Turkey Hill. it's
Yeah,
not
their
turkey.
symbol doesn't
What?
even have a turkey on it. It's like stylized United States.
Okay.
No, that's the minute mark. Minute mark.
No,
Is
we're
it?
about 2 minute mark, I think.
Yeah.
We've been going for a little while.
No, M-I-N-I-T.
Yeah, you're right.
M-I-N-U-T.
So before we get too far into stupidity and
We have so
Too
much
late.
of that.
and
I mean, we're kind of recording in a blanket fort.
well, yeah.
that I
Absolutely
built.
in a blanket
So,
fort. And
that-
I love
I
it.
mean-
You'll
that
have to
clear.
take our word for it.
I love it.
What is this? Oh, it's a mattress.
There's so
Yeah,
much
it's a mattress.
draping.
Yeah, so many bobby pins.
Before we get too ridiculous and
Okay.
things get lost in translation somewhere, I want to
Are
start
we
things
international now? What are you?
off. Something.
Oh.
We are
Um,
now international.
Guy from Wales.
Oh god.
I wanna kick things off on a serious note.
Okay.
Was it last week?
Was it?
Was it last week that I went to that other costume party? Or was it the week before?
The week before.
I can't remember.
It was the week
It was the week
before
before.
when you ditched us.
Yes.
I can't remember. But
2 weeks
that second costume party was a charity costume party.
Yes.
So it was for a good cause.
In or nearby, I don't remember.
Chambersburg.
Yeah.
Is that Jewish Chambersburg?
Yeah. Happy
Um,
Hanukkah. Here's your bowl of black. I don't remember what comedian that it was, but that was one of his jokes.
Yeah, that's funny.
Good news. I'm becoming an adult and I'm being a member of my community.
I'm guessing that means you're doing the opposite of those things.
No. I'm participating in charity events and
Hooray!
doing charity stuff.
Hooray.
And it's going to kick off here.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Oh. Like in this basement fort?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's like a sad roundabout metaphor, what I'm about to talk about.
Okay.
The costume party was for a small child. This kid is a friend of my friend Freddie's 7-year-old goddaughter.
Okay, that was a scavenger hunt
I
of a
know.
list of things.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was-
I know.
Yeah.
Let's all look past that and hear what else he has to say.
Freddie's goddaughter is a Pee Wee football cheerleader.
And his great aunt.
Shut up.
second cousin thrice
And this
removed.
kid that the
Goldfish.
charity, the costume party was for, plays football.
Okay.
Turns out that this like 7 or 8 year old child has a juvenile form of Lou Gehrig's disease.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Lou Gehrig's disease is one of the worst diseases ever.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm glad that ice bucket challenge happened.
None
That was
of us were aware that there is a juvenile form of ALS.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
it could be juvenile.
Yeah.
Juvenile.
I firsthand witnessed what it can do to an adult.
Yeah.
My grandma's brother recently passed away from it, and my aunt's dad passed away from it about 2 years ago.
And Stephen Hawking. You know who else had Lou Gehrig's disease?
Lou
Lou
Gehrig.
Gehrig.
Yeah. Did you believe
But-
that?
What are the fucking odds, right?
I like I said, I've seen it firsthand twice.
Yeah.
What it can do to adults. I
It's
cannot
rough.
imagine what a small child will go through.
I bet he's still really happy though.
Probably.
Well, yeah, he's a small child.
But this 7-year-old girl who's friends with this kid, just asked like, what am I doing to help this kid out? And everyone says, oh, you're cheering for him at his football games and everything, and cheering him on, because that's not enough.
Yeah.
This 7-year-old girl is like, that's not enough. I want to do more. So she's coming up with different charity ideas.
That's
the first
awesome.
was the Halloween party. The day after, they had a one of them fundraisers at the Hanover Hosses. That portions of your total bill went to help out this kid.
Hot damn.
Yeah,
The 7-year-old's got it going on.
I know. And
Somebody should tell Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah.
well, hopefully it
She's
gets
generous.
around.
Yeah.
Hopefully this gets around.
She's not degenerate, she's generous.
All of us at Union Cigar Club in Gettysburg.
Because you guys are underground and you've never heard of it.
No, actually,
It's so underground, not even Wes has heard of the Union Cigar Club.
Steven Spielberg has smoked in the club before.
Wow, that's so
Yeah, you're
cool.
That's so... Okay.
And other famous people because Gettysburg. But
Yeah, I guess so.
all of us
Alright.
at the club have decided that we're starting a Kickstarter
Nice.
Okay.
for this kid, and we are doing some heavy
Lifting.
yeah
Hefty. Go on.
talking about what's going on. So
What are you planning?
right now it's just a Kickstarter
Okay. For
Um,
what? It's just that?
for the kid.
Okay.
To help with all of what he's going to need.
I love charity events.
Yeah.
They're cool.
And we have more charity parties and things coming up pretty soon. Once we get everything,
Now, where is this going to? With the money you raise, where is it going?
that I'm not sure of right
Okay.
now. But once we get everything together and I get links and such, I will
Yeah.
put it in said links.
Okay.
If anyone wants to start now or has any questions or what have you, you can get a hold of us at groupcastnation@gmail.com,
Yeah.
Yay!
and I will relay that to my people, and then I will totally get back to
meet
you.
your people.
Wes has people.
Yeah.
He means himself.
Yeah.
I will tell myself.
He's just sitting in like a 1 yard by 1 yard,
Mhm.
like little tree house. Like,
Mhm.
oh, these are great. Scroll through all these.
Very cool.
Relay them to myself. So it's okay. Just so I'm clear,
Yeah.
it's just like a charity event. Nothing's happening. It's just here's the charity. Donate.
For now, yes. Until because we've been having club meetings this week, and just except Tuesday night, because Tuesday night was political because of election and everything.
Yeah. Everyone's upset
Yeah.
because Pennsylvania is a Republican state and a Democrat one. Continue.
But yeah, every night this week we've been compiling ideas for different events that we're doing, and once we decide on dates and such, I will let let that out.
Cool.
Just like the dogs.
Yes, we let them dogs out. Fart all over the place.
I'm gonna be talking about last night. By
Do
the
you
way.
think the people who made that song, when they thought of the lyrics, they had a Baja moment? I'll say it before anybody else does. Thanks, Lindsay. God,
It's Barbara.
Barbara. They both sort of do it.
So,
Yeah.
have you, alright, so I'm gonna guess you haven't. Have you seen Rooster Teeth's new series, 10 Little Roosters, yet?
Nope.
There's
No,
only
I
one
thought it was
episode,
12.
so no, it's 10.
Oh, sorry.
It is fucking incredible.
Well,
What
of
is
course it is.
It is a murder mystery
Oh, okay.
where 10 people
Mm-hmm.
are locked in a room in the Rooster Teeth building with a very foreboding message about how one of them is a killer, and it's got like these cryptic messages on how everybody's gonna die.
Okay.
And it's so fucking cool. I mean, it's just incredible. And they're doing this really cool thing at the after they premiere each episode, where they put up a little survey on their site, and you can guess who's going to die next week, how they're going to die, which one person is going to survive, and who the killer is. And the person who gets those questions right the most across every week gets to visit the RT building.
Very nice.
Yep.
It's Gavin.
I actually think Gavin's going to die this week.
Yeah, I was gonna say Gavin would be
I
the first choice of everybody.
Yeah. I expected it's Gavin. No, actually, he was immediately the first one to die.
Yeah, I was
Well,
thinking so.
here's why I'm thinking he's first. The clue for the next episode that comes out is something about
Great clue.
9 little roosters, something, something, something. One tripped over themselves, and something, something, something. One tripped over themselves, and then there were 8. You know, it's something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a rhyming thing. The interesting thing, though, is that this series is loaded with Rooster Teeth references.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Gavin is locked in the room with a clone of himself from that one short. So
Yeah.
the fact
One
that I
of the
think,
one of the only shorts I've ever watched by them.
yeah. So I'd like to think that tripped over themselves.
You are
Yeah.
probably right.
Yeah,
about that.
I would like to think that. And there was a list of ways that people might die, and one of them was slow-mo explosion. So I have a feeling that the 2 Gavins are traveling together. One notices a trap and stops short, and the other just bumps into him, and they both die.
All right.
Yeah, that's my prediction. I think it comes out on Tuesdays.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's very excellent, and I highly recommend it.
I'll watch it.
Yes.
I'm not as up to date with Rooster Teeth as I'd like to be.
Yeah,
But still.
they've been doing so many things lately.
Well,
It's
they're going to keep
insane.
doing more things as their company expands.
Well, yeah, but they've launched probably a good 20 shows in the last month or 2.
Stepping it up.
Yeah.
Which is what we need to continue doing.
Correct.
Stepping it up constantly.
I had a thought that what we need to do to kind of increase people to be checking us out and stuff
Yeah.
is doing things that aren't just the podcast, so people find us in many different
That's what I'm
aspects.
trying to do.
Yeah.
We have so many things in mind, and yet we haven't gotten to.
That's
them.
not easy to get to them.
It's not easy being green.
We will do shorts eventually because
You're
that's my
chocolate
favorite.
green.
It's my favorite project of our devising so far.
What is it?
Just shorts in general.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we've ever really mentioned it on the podcast, but we
Well,
filmed one,
we fi-
but the footage got all fucked up,
We've
so we
talked about
couldn't
it before.
use it. Yeah.
Wes did a vlog.
Yeah.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good vlog, too. I
Yeah.
liked that video, also.
All I remember about it is you had blackout on your eyes,
Yeah.
black wash, black stuff.
Black awash. Black on.
Oh,
Black
okay.
on.
Eye black.
Eye
Fuck
black.
me.
That's what it's called.
And I look like a white Ray Lewis.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ray Rice, but that wasn't right.
Yeah.
That wasn't Ray?
That was no. And then I just remember that and me rising up in front of the camera
Mhm.
and then going back down. That's all you ever saw of me.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, we want to do that. I still want to do our Tease It episode, and eventually I'm going to get to writing scripts for that.
What is Tease It?
That's the one where we do the Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing.
Oh, right.
Movie trailers.
For movie trailers.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, I did like the sound of that.
It was a good idea. I want to do two guys go on adventures, but we have very little free time these days.
We don't have many adventures. Last week's adventure was a good adventure.
It was. I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
we
that
went
was a fun
to
excursion.
We went to the Timeline Arcade in Hanover. And that was fun.
It was fun.
For
Should've
people.
gone, you twat.
He was busy.
I was busy.
Oh yeah.
Going to his underground club.
Yeah.
The Mole People.
Says the guy in a blanket.
Wait till she sits down. For God's sakes.
Beep.
Okay, so we were in the middle of a sentence, right?
Says the guy in the blanket fort.
Yeah, that's what we did.
There you go.
I-
You're all caught up now.
My computer just like
It did a weird thing.
Yeah, it did a weird thing.
It did a thing.
During the slight break, we were talking about how I've done terrible, terrible thing, and I told Erica about the Batman Spider-Man trailer.
Last night, she and I drove to the Comedy Zone, and she did not shut the fuck up.
I put it on her Facebook wall, and I said, "Open the floodgates,"
And you did.
and I did because I'm an evil person.
Well, they're honestly. Well, okay. I'm not Erica. I'm not the internet incarnate.
Yes.
I didn't find a whole lot of very quotable things
Not in that video, no.
No, there's not.
in that, but I'm guessing she brought back older references.
I think so. I don't remember a whole lot. That night was just. It was something, I'll tell you what.
Why don't you tell us about it?
So, Comedy Zone,
Yes.
Yeah.
last night.
I would have gone, but I was having an anniversary.
Yeah. Well, you should have come out if you had the chance, because it was pretty good. There were 16 comedians.
Oh, I love that.
Probably about 40 other audience members.
That's good for not planning anything.
Exactly. Valak had a good set.
Did he?
That twat Alan had a good set.
Which one is that?
Alan.
He's the dude. He usually goes to the Cove. He's incredibly boring, and I've never found anything he said to be that funny. Ever. Because he's really new, but he sucks, like, way hard. He had a good set.
Good for him.
Literally everybody had a good set. Wes Williams literally almost made me fall out of my chair laughing. I wanted to so bad.
I told you once he started coming to the Angie's.
Yeah.
One of the first things I said was like, that guy is my new favorite.
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking amazing. Let me see. I forget what joke he was telling, but he had this really, really good new line.
It's funny
Something
about his jokes.
Yeah.
Like, you forget them.
Yeah.
They're funny in the moment, but you forget them.
And then they're funny the next time you hear him all over
Yeah.
again. I wish I could remember what joke it was, but it was it was something about he added a new line to it where it was like a robot that had walked into water and he just kind of like stutters around. I really can't remember the joke, but I know I've heard it before.
That's great.
It was
Every time
fucking excellent. Oh, I remember what it was. It was about when he found those 5 Mexican beers by the radiator. And that was him after drinking them. He was stumbling around like a robot that walked into water.
Alright.
Every time I mention to someone about Wes Williams,
Yeah.
the first joke I tell them is the Mortal Kombat joke.
Of course you do.
Because it's fucking funny. My grandma even laughs at it. She doesn't even know what Mortal Kombat is.
Yeah.
I'm just there saying random things like never again, or not in my house. Suddenly I'm not wearing any clothing. I'm just standing in my living room.
My cat's hiding under the couch. My dog ran away.
I continue to make late 80s references that nobody gets.
So many people get them.
I know, but that's
Just
my
because you don't get
that's
them
my
doesn't
one
mean
outlet to
everyone
make fun
else.
of him. The one thing. Grant me that one thing. Please.
I'm not a genie.
He is cosmically more funny than I am, so I have to have something.
He's cosmic, bruh.
Yeah, that. So hey, we now know the title of the new Star Wars is coming out.
We do.
It's called The Force Awakens.
In my pants.
Whatever that's supposed to mean.
It-
Please don't fuck this up, people. Let's try not to. I don't even care for Star Wars that much.
Yeah,
but I don't want to see it suffer.
This movie affects my life in absolutely no way, shape, or form.
I enjoyed the Star Wars movies, but that's about it.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah. Well, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's a space opera.
Is that how it's classified?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because
for some reason, I just started thinking of Starlight Express, and I'm just gonna stop talking.
Okay, you do that.
Okay.
Also, in other news, Majora's Mask is getting a remake for 3DS.
My god, it is. Which is
awesome.
It looks nice too.
Yeah.
Just a little bit that I've seen.
I was hoping for
sweet.
Wii U, but since the Ocarina of Time was released on 3DS, yeah. Gonna be honest, don't care for Majora's Mask.
Really?
Rolls can go punch me in the face for all I care. I didn't really care for it.
Why not?
I don't know.
But you went as the Happy Mask Salesman for Halloween.
I did like that part.
The rest is bullshit.
No, it's not that I hate it to every fiber of its being. It's just I like other Zelda games better.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Like Wind Waker.
I think I've said this before, but JonTron has a good quote on it, where Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game, but Majora's Mask is the best Zelda game.
Yeah.
It's a good quote.
And then Egoraptor is like, Ocarina of Time is a shitty game.
Yeah, well, so you didn't say that.
No, not really. Though you could watch his sequelitis of Legend of Zelda hundreds of times and still find more things about it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, like, he rapid fires reasons about everything so quickly.
Yeah. That's a good video too.
It is.
That dude, how long did he spend on that one? Like
a very
long
a good
time.
Year and a half.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I took a long time on my newest one that came out the other day.
Yeah. I'm trying to be better at releasing things more often.
Yeah. I kind of like to also.
I wish I could say the same thing, but
you don't release shit.
You released the podcast.
Barely.
And we all know how that's been going.
Yeah.
It's because you've been busy in your secret underground mole people club.
It's mostly been work, but yeah.
And your secret underground mole people club.
You know, I still gotta say, I find it hard to believe you can't find like an hour in a week to hit an upload button.
Do you have paperwork
something.
to do at the end of the day?
You don't have
home?
1 hour.
No.
But 1 hour.
No, I don't, because Friday night I got off at 8:30 in Carlisle, drove straight home 9 o'clock to my house, got in my truck because I have a work truck now, and straight into town, and I didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, that's Friday.
Yeah.
Let's talk Sunday.
Well, fuck you and your shit. All right, you wanna take my pad on my truck and go do my job? Shut the fuck up.
You just got politicianed.
I didn't I?
What about this completely reasonable request? Fuck you! I don't want to talk about it.
You're just gonna have to deal with it. Like,
have you guys? I'm gonna change the subject so you can stop talking now.
That's fine.
Have you guys seen that documentary Bully?
No.
It is the most important documentary I've ever watched.
Really?
As a person who's going into the education field, that is some shit.
Really?
So for those of you who don't know, this documentary Bully came out in 2012, and not really educators, but schools in general, like school boards, refuse to show it to the kids.
Why?
Well, first of all, there's that like general underlying rule that movies have to be rated G in order to release them to show to kids. Mm-hmm. And this one is unrated.
Okay.
I don't know why it's unrated, honestly.
Yeah.
The basic idea is it follows 5 kids in the Midwest, for no other reason other than that's where the guy who made it lives.
Okay.
So he just went around the area talking to kids who were bullied. He goes to 5 different kids and follows them around a little bit. He has a lot of like kids who are in on the documentary with secret cameras all over the place. Yeah. There's one scene in particular where he gets one of the other kids on the one kid he's following. He gets another kid on that bus to bring a secret camera on the bus, and the stuff the bullies do to this kid is ridiculous. They're like stabbing him with pencils. they're choking him. They're just knocking him all over the place. And I'm like, this is really anger-inducing.
Well, yeah.
The best and worst part, though, like this one kid here, he was like born premature and has like a really weird face, and that's people's targeting for him because he's like a loner.
All right.
And so like he has all these problems on the bus, and the parents go into the school principal's office, and they're like, well, you need to do something about the bus. And she's like, what bus does he ride? And they're like, he rides this bus.
Uh-huh.
He's like, well, I've ridden that bus, and I can tell you for a fact that the kids on that bus are golden. And
how do you even say those things?
Yeah, and everybody in the room, we were watching it in class, everybody's like, oh.
Yeah.
And one guy's like, you're the principal. Of course they're going to behave when you're on the bus.
Yeah.
And so, like, this principal was being completely ignorant about everything and just refusing to listen to these parents.
Uh-huh. That's how it goes. That is absolutely how it goes.
Be reassured, though, she doesn't work there anymore.
Good.
Yeah. She got fired. Because what they did was they actually showed this clip of the kid being bullied to the parents and to the school board. And they did nothing.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, but that documentary, if you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix, I think. And you can probably find it other places. Yeah, they refuse to show it to kids in schools because it's unrated. I don't know why, though, because there's maybe a maximum of 3 F-bombs at tops.
Yeah.
There's nothing else in that.
They say the fuck.
Yeah. Those kids are always saying the uffs. They wouldn't even show it in theaters. They were gonna rate it R, but they were like, nope, this is too violent, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
It's too real.
Yeah, they won't show it at Millersville. This is the first year they've been able to show it in classes.
Huh. That's very interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't watched that, watch it. It will make you very angry.
Yeah.
But you'll want to do something, because I want to do something now. I was like, I want to just punch everybody.
Want to punch a bear in the face.
Isn't that the problem in the first place?
Well, yeah.
That's why I take my anger and aggression out on bears, because...
Oh, I thought you were going to take it out on cigar clubs.
No. Fuck you.
Sorry, it's funny.
How is it funny?
It just is. Because you refer to it as the club.
Because it's a union cigar
I
club.
I know, but it's still funny that you refer to it as that.
Yeah, it is very funny.
I don't see how.
We're sitting in a blanket fort, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I almost did something horrible the other day.
What did you
And Casey,
do?
you were, I think out of the 4 of us, you and I are the only ones who are going to know that this is a horrible, horrible thing to almost do.
All right.
I almost connected my YouTube account to Google+.
Okay.
I was this close to doing it.
That is pretty terrible.
I know.
I feel like I had no choice doing that for my channel.
Why not?
I feel like I don't know. It seems like,
you know what I feel like? I think if you make them after a certain time when they're like, we're gonna fucking ruin everything, that's when they decided anything that's made after that point has to. I think
okay.
so. Maybe that's just my guess because I still have the option. And I'm like, no.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
But I almost did it yesterday just because I thought of a very fucking hilarious comment to put on a Markiplier video.
Okay.
He's doing.
So if you comment, you have to have.
Yeah, you can't comment unless you're connected.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I have no commenting powers, and I'm okay with that. Except for this one time where I wanted to do it, because Markiplier is playing the game, this incredible horror game called The Evil Within. Have you ever heard of that?
It's like Resident Evil-esque, right?
Yeah,
it's like
it's a
super
lot.
gory.
It's very Resident Evil-like because it's made by the same guy.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, it's a very good game. And because it's also a very long game, he's playing hour-long episodes. And so when he screams a lot and rages out at certain moments, his voice starts to give out after a little while. So what he did in the middle of this one specific episode for probably 20 minutes at least was he did that very soft voice where you hang on to every single word that he said. And I was this close to commenting NP Markiplier.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do it so bad. But then I didn't give a shit anymore. So
Here's my opinion of Markiplier. My impression of Markiplier. I'm going to back up a little bit to do this. Ah!
Yeah, it's not very accurate, but okay. That's about 5% of Markiplier.
I don't care. Not saying that his stuff isn't good, because it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Oh, cool. Erica just posted all the photos from last night.
So how's your stalker going, Amber?
Haven't heard from him since, so we're good.
That's good.
But I
Yeah.
had a new guy obsessed with me.
Why does this keep happening to you?
I had to break his heart last night, and he cried most of the night, and he kept texting me.
Well,
Had to.
it's probably for the best, because for all we know, that guy could have been a serial killer.
Well, that
Yeah.
guy was, like, I went to high school with him, and, like, we hung out one
Yeah,
time.
he's a serial killer.
Nah.
I did
Kill
get
serial
him.
This changes nothing.
But, like,
Bullshit.
but he was super nice, and, like, he treated me exactly the way I always wanted to be treated. I just didn't like him. Like,
What do you want?
I don't even know anymore.
My God.
Well, like, dude brought me flowers to work twice just because I was sad for a couple days. So he brought me a bouquet of roses one time and daisies another, just because I was.
Mokwitz.
Yes, just because I was sad, and it made me smile and also blush, and also I told him to shut up, even though he didn't say anything. But
Well, that's very typical.
Thanks, standard white girl.
I don't know. I honestly do not know how to take compliments because, like, if you compliment me, I will just blush and tell you to shut up, and that's Amber for. Well,
Don't
thanks.
do it.
that's a
Don't
bit-
do it.
No, don't
I
say
know
the-
you're thinking.
Don't say the G word.
I wasn't going to, but I was going to
Grass.
say something. Grass. Shut up.
Smells good in here.
Drafts.
Giraffes?
Yeah.
I do have a short story, but before I begin, I would like the record to reflect that I am
Is it
actually
under
a
2,000
smart...
words? Or
Yes,
less?
it is. It's very short,
Oh
actually.
my god.
I would like everyone to know that I am actually intelligent.
Yeah.
Although this story will...
5 point something GPA person.
Shut up. It was 4.23.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, this story will make you think otherwise.
I can't even count that high. Jesus.
So...
What number is 5?
So I was at work the other day, and I work at a gym, for those of you who don't know.
6 higher than 1.
Anyway, so this guy comes in and he's like, "Oh, I'm from a different club." So I was like, "Okay, what club are you from?" He's
He's
like,
from
From the
Cigar
United
Club.
Thanks.
"Ha ha."
You beat me to
No,
it.
It was
he's
me.
from Fishtown, which is.
It was me. Because I'm crew leader fish at work.
Does that have to do with the fish thing on your hat?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Fishtown's in Philly, if you don't know, and I was like, Fishtown, like, is it spelled like just like fish? And he's like, yeah. So one of my coworkers
Fish.
comes over and is like, is everything okay? Because this is taking a while. And I was like, nah, we're just talking about Fishtown. She's like, Fishtown? I'm like, yeah, fish.
Yeah, it's in
Like,
Philly.
Wait, this is the part that makes you seem dumb, so you might want to wait.
Okay, we're all buckling in.
So I was like, yeah, like Fishtown. Fish is in like quack. And the guy just stared at me and was like, and then he just walked away, and I just turned so red and just kind of sunk down into the counter and kind of hid for an hour.
Fish.
You had.
As in. Quack.
But then he came back later and he was like, I just want you to know.
Password is fish.
Quack!
Fish. Damn it!
But he came back and he's like, I just want you to know that it was close enough. Sometimes they're in the same body of water.
You had like barnyard dyslexia.
What sound do fish make?
Quack.
Club?
I don't know. That
I don't think they
do.
make a sound.
Exactly.
Whatever I'm
They don't
yelling
have
at
voice
work.
boxes.
I would love to see that one of those little spinny things where you put whatever the fucking called. Yeah.
Speak and say, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. The fish says. We got nothing.
The zebra says. Actually,
I wish I could do a Chris Rock impression right now.
yeah, I can't either. He's got one of those voices that's almost impossible to recreate.
Yeah. He's very unique in that regard.
But yeah, actually, zebras make a very strange sound. It sounds like what?
Yeah.
It's hard to replicate, much like Chris Rock.
Right. Good casting choice.
Yeah.
For Chris Rock as Zebra.
Don't worry, I'll put it.
Is Chris Rock a zebra?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, no, I mean, like, is he a legitimate zebra?
I don't know.
Maybe secretly. But I'll try to find a clip of zebras
making zebra sound. Put in the links.
Doing their zebra thing.
I have an question.
I have an question.
I have an question.
Okay.
Have any of you guys ever had experience with the term blurple?
Blurple? Like the color of a hiccup?
No.
Blurpleberry?
No. According to my manager at work, it is the term to describe people who are so black that in the summer they look, or in the sun they look purple.
Is that like a very roundabout
right.
reference to Raisin in the Sun, the 1960-something
That Weezer song?
play
I don't
about
know.
black people living in
The sun.
white neighborhood?
I do not know, but
No.
that is.
I don't. That's not a thing. That can't be a thing.
What?
Blurple. There's no.
I was like,
fucking
Raisin in the
Well-
Sun? No, that totally is a thing.
According to my manager,
Is he racist?
he is
Is
not.
valid.
Also not. His wife is
That reminds me
Hispanic,
of
and apparently Hispanics and people, black people hate each other.
Do they?
Apparently, I don't know why, but
I was
according
not
to him-
aware of this
I'll
particular
call you
racial
you
paradigm.
call one. We'll see how shit works out.
We should just invite both of them.
This racial paradigm that fucking just made up.
Yeah.
This is what my manager said. But yeah, so blurple is fun to say.
I'm gonna look that up and
God
see if
damn
that's a regularly used term. I'll probably get tracked for that, but let's find out.
In the
Blurple.
old Cartoon Network cartoon,
Blurple.
Chowder,
Oh.
He was purple.
he was purple, but also what the word I said, Blurpleberry, was a word that they used. Because...
I want to know, what size are they,
What size are what?
the people in Chowder? Because they ride on snails.
I'm not entirely certain.
What size are they?
I'm confused.
Mediums.
And there was that giant fork in the middle of town, and Schnitzel picked it up, and haha, forklift.
Okay.
I
I
love
never
that.
watched that show. I just know bits and pieces.
Never even heard
What's
of
wrong
it.
with you people?
Jesus. Yeah, what's wrong with you people?
To go back to like racism for a
Hold
while.
on, I just want to say, according to Urban Dictionary, that is exactly what blurple is.
Ah, yes, yes.
But I'm looking here on Google, and I'm not seeing anything else other than that. Like, nothing, no other references to anything else. It's just that.
All right.
The oh my god. The color blurple is a Facebook page. That's horrible.
That's terrible.
That's just bad.
That's pretty terrible.
Okay, yeah,
So-
speaking of racism.
At the diner last night after the comedy show,
jeez.
there were 16 of us.
Was there Cards Against Humanity?
No, fuck no.
Good.
No, because that's not what we go to the diner for.
I don't know.
Stauffer.
If Aaron Stauffer was there.
He was
probably...
not there.
Okay, good. Oh, that's right, because everybody had a good set. Oh!
That's right. Oh!
And he retired.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, for the umpteenth time.
Possibly the most inebriated Shane Gillis I've ever
Why
seen.
do I always miss inebriated?
Even more inebriated
Yes.
than
Why do I-
dog fart, dog
I
cum.
consistently miss drunk Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
I've never seen him drunk, ever.
He was there. Pretty much the entire reason that he, Mike O'Donnell, and Kyle Works were there is because they
I've
said,
never seen him either.
Shane, you should go to the diner and get some coffee before you go home.
Yes.
So the fun part about the whole thing was, at one point, Shane Gillis just, like, you know, everyone was having conversation, and Shane Gillis goes, all right, everybody, shut up. Everybody shut up.
Oh, God.
Valak, I want you to tell me something about high school.
Okay.
And we're like, what? What is going on right now? And anytime he's like, no, shut up. I want Valak to tell me something about when he was in high school. And Valak just goes, well, when I was growing up, I said the N-word a lot. And we just laughed like everybody. What? What does
Not
that have to do
surprising.
with anything that we just said?
Also, why are we not surprised?
Yeah.
It was one of the best diners in a long time.
I feel like I always miss those.
That's for sure.
It's
It was
too bad.
it was just the best.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. The weird thing, Liz Curtis, who might be on the podcast in 2 weeks.
That would be nice.
2 weeks.
That would be nice.
She saw how many. We were all sitting at our one table, and we filled every seat.
Of course.
And she kind of like walked in, saw that the table was filled, and just like turned around and left. I'm like,
Really?
what? What just happened? Why
She was too intimidated.
I guess. I guess the Gillis, Shane Guinness was. That's how I'm gonna refer to drunk
Gillis
Shane
effect.
Gillis
More
now.
Guinness than Gillis.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna.
The Gillis
yeah.
effect.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be Shane Guinness when he's drunk.
It's like an alter ego.
He said at about 9 different points during the night, there's 2 things I care about. And just like paused for like 20 seconds, and you could see like the gears are moving, and then he'd come up with something hilarious. But it was 2 different things every single time. It's fucking awesome.
For some
Dog
reason,
farts.
that's
Dog coat.
an excellent like comedic strategy.
Isn't it?
Like
It's really
for
interesting.
the Formula Day video from
Yeah,
Tabletop that all of you
exactly.
should be watching.
Yeah.
Like now.
Wonder how Frogger got his nickname? Put that video in the links, would you?
I'll do. Hold on.
Okay. You want me to start again? Okay, cool.
I have it on tap. It's all
Okay,
good.
nice.
I just had to switch to it.
The
No, shut up. No, shut up.
the 3rd season's gonna start soon.
Cool. I haven't watched them in a long time.
Yeah, well, there hasn't been one in a long time.
That's probably why.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see it again. Tabletop's a fantastic series run by Will Wheaton.
It is.
It is.
Will Wheaton.
Oh, boy.
One time, Strong Bad introduced Will Wheaton at a convention.
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. It was like one of those Seattle ones where a bunch of random assortments of people from different fan groups come together for some reason.
Alright.
And there's a part where Strong Bad's like, "All right, my brown coats." Those are the people who like the show Firefly. Yeah, and it's like, "Brown coats. Let me see your brown coats. Where are my brown coats at? Your show is never coming back." All right, just let me tell you. Yeah, that hurt. Speaking of nothing in particular, let me tell you about something that really annoyed me. Well, first, something that was really cool, followed by something that annoyed me. On my way home on Thursday, here in central Pennsylvania, we have our local yokels, 1057 who is semi-popular.
Right.
They did the People's Pay for Play.
No, I'm sorry, the what?
People's Pay for Play.
Okay. Yeah,
in
yeah.
which they do a morning show for 28 hours straight.
Yeah.
And people get to donate, and they can play whatever song they want as long as
Yeah.
they have enough money to pay for that. And there was a girl, which is why I got so excited when I heard about your charity thing, Wes. There was a girl who had a birthday party, and she raised $711
Really?
from just people coming and giving her money to give to Children's Miracle Network.
That's cool.
Would you like to guess what song she wanted to have played on the
Frozen.
radio?
Thong song.
That would be hilarious, and Wes, you're correct. Of course.
Because I overheard that they played it like twice
Yeah, they did.
in a day.
Yeah, and they also had Bill Engvall on just before that.
I did not hear
Really?
about that.
Would you care to guess what Earl did?
Thong song.
Pissed him off.
No, he was like,
Talked the whole way through the time.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
He Bill Engvall got on the phone and was like, "I just want to say what you guys are doing is really great, and I really appreciate it." First thing out of anybody's mouth is Earl being like, "Oh, hey, Bill, it's nice to hear from you again. You remember me? My name's Earl." It's like, "Oh, yeah, I remember you. That was cool, yeah."
Yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah.
I was just like, that's totally typical.
Twat.
But no, the thing that annoyed me was something completely unrelated. During one of the commercial breaks, they had one of those, radio promos for shows coming up.
Yeah.
The problem with radio promos is that you don't get any visuals, you only get sound, and you only have a good 15 to 30 seconds to fill in 5 of your shows that you're playing in the evening.
Yeah.
The Big Bang Theories, coming up next, Big Bang Theory on Thursdays. And they, when they cut to, a clip of the show, here was their clip. Yum. Laugh track. No! That's not, no!
Awesome.
And then, of course, it's filled with, after that is, and then after that, and then it, switches to the, and then after that is the stereotypical crime drama that we have every few episodes. And then the clip is, you killed the guy, or something like that.
That is
God damn it.
You killed the guy.
God damn it, CBS. you're going to eventually run out of cities to have CSI. Eventually.
Never.
CSI Montana.
CSI.
Well, this deer's dead. We might as well
Somebody
eat
broke into Yellowstone. Yellowstone in
CSI
Montana.
Canada. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, we're sorry.
Coming up in fall 2018, CSI Roswell. Well, it's just always aliens. Coming up in 2022, CSI Harrisburg. That guy's dead, and there's gangs for some reason.
Valak, get back
It
here.
was Valak. Yeah.
Shane Guinness is on the run again. He's like the most experienced serial killer ever. It's like
It's
episode-
like legitimate cereal. It's like, look, guys, I'm just like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man.
there's only two things I like: cereal, more cereal.
What is
And
this?
cereal and dog cum. Those are the two things.
What the fuck are you doing?
Alright, so Erica posted photos from last night.
Yeah?
And Liz Curtis posted, somebody with Photoshop skills put a knife in my hand.
Okay.
For her one picture, so I'm putting a knife in her hand.
Because we're talking about serial
Well, look
killers,
at
and you're
it.
just
Oh,
like,
you know what? That's
yeah,
pretty accurate.
yeah.
But I mean, look at that fucking picture.
Yeah.
Look at that. She's got her hand like to the side, and it's like a fist.
Yeah.
The knife goes perfectly in there. So I'm putting a knife in
Yeah,
there.
I just imagine CSI Harrisburg. Shane Gillis is the most experienced serial killer we've ever seen. And all of his notes for like who he's gonna kill next is like, there's only two things I like: racist people
And dog cum.
and people who wear pimp hats. Oh, next thing you know, Mike Valek's dead.
And that's the end of the series. It was only like 2 episodes long.
Yeah.
This is the whole deal.
Well, I guess he got away. Now we can't have our internal struggles.
Dude, he had a good set last night. His best set for sure.
Good for him, but
Yeah,
he's
it
still
was
fun to
weird.
make fun of.
It was. Oh my god, yeah.
I just love that. I can't get over that CBS promo though. Yum.
We love your mediocre shit.
Be disturbed.
Boo.
Is that another Wes Williams impression?
Was it?
No, he does that sometimes.
Does he?
Yeah, sometimes.
You're right, he does.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that.
yeah.
Everybody's mesmerized by Lennon doing Photoshop.
Well, it's not fucking hard. It's a knife in her hand. It's the.
It's the fact that it's a knife
Look,
in her
it's
hand.
done. It's fucking done. That's it. That's all I had to do was put a knife over top and erase underneath. That's it.
Which
Well
race
done.
underneath?
It's a knife.
She has very red hair.
She does. She also has a lift.
You know
met her
why?
before?
You know why? 'Cause she was wraithed by snakes.
She was raised by snake, which is why I think it's hilarious that her business card is going to be her with a snake.
Yeah. Clever.
Very clever. Clever girl.
She goes in and out of being funny.
She does. She was funny last night, though.
That's good.
Yeah.
There were a couple times at Angie's where I can remember her just not being funny at all.
It happens. Yeah.
Would you like a pillow or something?
No, I need to stretch.
Okay.
Just.
Don't forget the. Oh yeah, I forgot.
You forgot.
Man, Stacy has impeccable timing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Where's
Good for
Stace?
Stacey.
She is at work.
Did she get the job Target?
No, but she did get hired full time on that Party City.
Why?
And she found a place where you can get those strawberry candies that nobody knows where they came
I don't want to know where they are.
The ones that don't even have names.
from. Yeah.
Strawberry bonbons?
Yeah, those.
What? They have names?
Yeah.
I don't want to know where you get them. I don't.
You can
I
get them.
don't. I don't know where she got
I
them.
don't want
You
to
can
break
get
the
'em-
That's the
illusion.
problem. I don't know where she got
You
them.
can get them at the candy store in Carlisle. Or not Carlisle, Gettysburg.
What did I just say?
I'll take me to the
Fuck you!
You just got
That's-
politician
that's
again.
what I- that's
Why
what
did
I-
you do the thing that I hate? I don't know.
That's how I feel about your shit. Get out of here.
Take
They're
me
out.
to the candy
Get out. Yeah.
No, you can stop right now.
No, I can't. Can't stop, won't stop.
Don't stop believing.
You just need to carry around a hashtag with you at all times.
You just hold it up.
Just like a giant pound symbol, just walking
Yeah,
around with
Yeah.
that.
Cardboard.
Defense, clap, clap. Hashtag, clap, clap.
I need.
Has there
I
been
need
that
to
in the
get
stadium yet?
a ha-
Hashtag defense?
No, I'm going to do it next year though.
Cool.
I need to get a hashtag shaped backpack.
Is
And
there
then
such a
I
thing?
would.
I'll make one.
A hash pack?
A hash pack.
I'll get a hashtag.
Yeah,
and I can
that's-
just turn
that's-
around and be like
Hashtag
hashtag
backpack.
whatever.
Hash pack sounds like it could be filled with something else.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Like, for example, on group chat, James Calvin Burgess showed us all his giant pack of weed.
What?
Yeah, did you see that?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Good old Washington.
Yeah, it's legal where he lives, so I can talk about it.
It's legal in like 5 places now.
Yeah.
5.
DC and Oregon just...
Not
just
Florida!
right there,
Ah!
DC's interesting.
I
I would have thought that one would have happened for a long time.
Yeah.
Isn't Pennsylvania still reviewing the bill?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think they shot it down.
Did they?
Someplace shot it down not too long ago. I think it was Pennsylvania because we fucking live there, and that's the most news that I hear.
They should make cocaine illegal here then. Then there will be so many sales of cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be growing out their crack fingers.
Crack fingers.
Yeah, that's where you grow out your pinky nail, really really long, so you can use it instead of a razor.
You can stab with it.
My pinky's broken.
Where was it was it on the RT podcast?
Was it?
I think.
Could have been.
Yeah, it was. Gus was talking about how tough his high school was.
I'm sure he
and
was.
about how the girls would grow their fingernails very long, but then take a hole punch like the tip in the middle, so it was like a 2-pronged thing that you could like
well, that's
stab.
terrifying.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Can I just say that I stab myself with my own fingernails that are not very long?
I
as
absolutely
is.
believe you.
Especially because I have contacts.
That seems like a thing that you do.
Yes.
You'll soon
Is
come
this
to
an
realize.
No, it's a compliment.
Okay.
You're supposed to tell me to shut up. That's all right.
You're supposed to go with your own stereotype.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's another thing.
Okay.
This fucking thing is annoying me.
Sit on the floor, Wes.
You have a fort hat.
I do.
The entire hat is
Yeah.
your fort? No.
Uh,
Go on.
so I am oblivious to everything.
Okay.
Right.
And I was
Which means you don't get infatuated.
uh,
Lennon, no, nothing. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just listening right now.
Nobody will get that. I'm sorry.
Casey, I don't understand big words.
I made an obscure reference that nobody will get.
yes. So I was at work, and this guy had come in, and like I signed him up. So like I talked to him every once in a while, and he did his thing. He left. He came back later in the night because he leaves his bag in the locker room until he's done with work. And he comes. He's the only guy in the gym. It's just me, him, and then my manager, who's hiding somewhere because he hates people. And this guy comes up and he's like, "Yo, you know what? I really like those pants." Which I wear my crazy pants. I wear them to school. They're like
Crazy pants.
They're patterned leggings or whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh yeah, well yeah, no, I have to wear black and white to school." So I thought, why not get some fun pants instead of just black? And he's like, "They look real nice." And I was like, "They're really comfy too." And then he left, and my manager was like, "Did you not notice that was him
Poor
hitting
guy.
on you?" I was like, "No, he wasn't. He said how he liked him." Oh, yeah.
That is the perfect defense. Being oblivious, either on purpose or not, doesn't matter.
Well, he's kind of cute, so I should have duh.
Oh,
So what's this about
she
you being
just
oblivious?
hit herself in the face.
Oh.
Now you see why I believe that you cut yourself with your own fingernails?
On that note, it's time for another edition of Today I Learned.
What'd you learn today?
Elmo from Sesame Street is the only non-human to ever testify before Congress.
I don't
Have
even
you
know
ever
what to
seen?
say about that.
What?
Well, let me explain myself before you move on. In 2002, Elmo by himself, he wore a suit, by the way, that they tailored for him. It wasn't the guy who played Elmo, it was just Elmo with, I guess, the guy sitting under the desk or something.
Yeah, that's weird.
He testified before Congress saying that kids in schools need more music education.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's a good
Also-
reason. I was hoping it wasn't for like a witness for a murder.
no,
Yeah.
it was a good reason. I just thought
Elmo saw everything.
They put out the transcript for that whole thing. They referred to him as Mr. Monster.
Oh,
It's just so funny because
That's retarded.
Oh, it was great. It was probably a publicity stunt, but I don't care. It was great.
I don't know why, but my brain can't handle that right now. Like,
It's because it's magic.
it's,
It's a well-known fact that Wes just can't handle magic tricks.
no, I
yeah,
can't.
right.
I can't. Tomorrow at work, I'm working like.
Tomorrow at work, I saw this magic trick.
Where a guy sent me
Oh,
back in time.
Jesus. Tomorrow at work, I'm working
This is a
down
primer,
90.
Wes.
I'm working down 94, almost into Maryland.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna like take a couple extra steps out in the road accidentally and just kind of casually get run over by a truck.
Casually run over. It's
So,
like driving at like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It just bumps you.
Yeah. I just die.
Yeah.
Because that's all it takes, apparently.
It's like getting hit with. It's like being in Grand Theft Auto and getting hit
Yeah.
with low health.
Yeah.
Like a car
Yeah.
just casually bumps into you and you go, ah!
Like, I could be the biggest, baddest motherfucker. It's like, yeah, good job, man. And, like, my shoulder's fucking
Thank you.
broken.
I did it myself.
I got a
Simple-
pat on the back.
Simple pat on the back is, like, fucking crippling and debilitating for, like, months. Like,
What were you going to say, Amber? That's what I thought.
Huh?
Was I gonna talk?
Yes, you were.
Oh yeah, dog swearing.
Oh, God.
Fuck!
I saw you said the only non-human to ever testify or whatever.
It's just big words, yeah.
Big words! I like big words. But there was a picture on the internet of a dog with his paw on a Bible, and he had like a German Shepherd, and a police officer was holding the Bible, and that dog had the most determined look. Like he looked like he was like, "You going to jail, Steve? You going to jail?"
I swear to dog.
Yeah. I love it.
are you okay?
I swear to dog.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we're moving on now.
Alright.
We're
Can I talk religion for a while?
okay.
Are we going to talk
Try
about
not to
dog?
insult anyone.
I'm going to insult people.
Okay.
Specific people.
Tread lightly.
Because,
Gregory
Jehovah's
Forlop.
Witnesses?
practically,
Okay.
practically.
It seems like people will forgive racism before they forgive religion.
I had, at work, on Friday and Saturday,
Stapler.
400 people were in
Okay.
for the most religious conference possible. These were people who carried around Bibles with them everywhere because they could.
Okay.
That's a reason.
Now, I was very polite with these people.
Good.
They seemed to have like a really cool convention going on. Like it was a lot of like decently important speakers from all sorts of different religions, really. Although it was
Yeah.
mostly Christian.
Christian people are generally nice. Because they kind of should be.
No, well, these people were taking it a little too far because in one of my I was having this great conversation with a guy, and then he asked the question I almost wish I hadn't answered honestly.
Here we go.
You believe Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior,
There it
right?
is.
And I went, no. And I said it exactly like that too, where I'm like, I don't want to disappoint you, but no.
Okay.
For the remainder of those 2 days that they were there, at least once an hour, somebody brought me back a fucking pamphlet. Like, you need to see this. And it's
This
like,
will change
listen,
everything.
No, your pamphlets are all the fucking same. Every single one of them, which is Jesus is the Lord and Savior because fuck you, that's why, and you have no other choice. And that's what they all say. No pamphlet. I realize this. No pamphlet is ever a big surprise. It never has anything. It never has any new information. It's like, by the way, you're a piece of shit as a human, but if you accept Jesus Christ, you'll be saved. And you'll get to prance in a field of puppies. And you'll be like, oh, I never heard about the field of puppies before. This changes everything.
Yeah.
There's never any of that. There's never that.
Like, if you're becoming a Christian, here's your complimentary field of puppies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
See, that would be nice.
We keep it in hammer space just for you.
Exactly. But yeah, they were. I didn't care for those people, especially after they found that out, because
Well,
it was very. It wasn't the same person bringing back all these pamphlets. It was
Yeah.
different people.
They
which
told
means
everyone.
Word spread that the guy in the store is a fucking heathen. It was,
Ethan?
yeah.
I was gonna say Heath and Tuthill.
It
but
was,
that's close enough.
Yeah, but I mean, these people were pretty bad. It was, especially in the sense that there were people who would stop into the store just to talk to me for about 10 minutes about it, and I had to just smile and nod politely. But what was bad about it was that I would like pass by them later and be like, "Hey, how are you doing today?" And they'd be like, "Think about what I told you." It's like, all right, fuck you, just fuck you, okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice.
You were a completely nice person until we found out you didn't believe in Jesus.
Yeah, it was terrible. But one of the funniest, there were two people who came in to talk.
Okay, does this have anything to do with a stapler?
No.
Okay.
They were very funny, though, because the one guy said, I used to be a salesman, but I wasn't very good at it, so I decided to become a minister. I'm like, aren't you, like, the ultimate salesman? Aren't you, like, making the biggest sales pitch right now? Yeah. No, I wanted to so bad, because
he would have killed you.
It would have been, maybe.
And they would have got a confession.
The other thing that... exactly. The other thing that was pretty funny... was there was a lady who came in and I said, so far, what's been your favorite topic of discussion over at the conference so far?
There we go.
And she said, I really liked the discussion about how we're all being trained to believe certain things and that we need to have our radar up at all times and be a little cautious about what we're told. And I thought, okay, well, you go back to your big religious conference then, and you enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't want to go into that territory. I'm not going to say anything.
No, I'm telling you, it was awful. It was just awful.
That's too bad, because they seem like nice people.
They were nice people up until a point.
Yeah,
and
until they figured out you don't care about Jesus.
Exactly, and then it was their mission for the
That's
weekend.
like, I used to be a part of a youth group a long time ago, and we had this really, really cool pastor who wasn't the kind of person who was like, everybody needs Jesus, and here's why, and you have to, and if you don't, fuck you. It was more like, here's how you should live your life, i.e., be nice to people,
right.
i.e., etc., etc.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is cool.
Yes.
I'm okay with this.
Right.
Then he got fired
Yeah.
for being too fun.
Ugh, that's the worst.
Yeah, that's literally the reason. It's not worded exactly that way, but essentially he was fired because there was
Kids
not
like you.
there was not enough Jesus. Yeah.
I'd like to think that's the exact reason verbatim.
Yeah.
What? You're firing me? Why? There's not enough Jesus.
Yeah,
Mormon
they
Jesus.
replaced him with this guy who was like in training to be a pastor,
Okay.
and he was the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was all Jesus.
Absolutely. Here are some of the claims that he made.
Uh-huh.
Before I say these things, I am not making fun of anyone's religion. This is just what this guy said.
Yes.
And it was annoying.
Yes.
Number one, aliens don't exist. Aliens don't exist because the entire universe, the billions upon billions of stars, planets, etc., are made entirely for humans.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Thus, aliens are impossible.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever hear the story about the chick who thought that the moon didn't exist and it was just like a big light in the sky? Like a bulb?
Maybe.
Like a fucking bulb?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Like it just screwed that into the sky.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then somebody's like, why don't you, like, go to Walmart and spend, like, $10 on a telescope? And her response was, maybe, how about I fucking don't? It's like, okay, well, we're done talking now. It was, yeah.
Ignorance is bliss, or not. What?
I met this really hot chick last night who's like really Christian, and she works with one of the guys from the club. And her and her two brothers and one sister grew up on a farm, and they had no outside interaction with the world.
Oh, dear.
It wasn't until I think she's 24 now, it wasn't until she was 19 she realized that there was other people in the world.
Well, that's terrifying.
She thought it was just her family. She thought that's all she thought.
That's scary.
Yep.
And that led me to admit to Rob, who is the guy that works with this chick,
He
because
likes stealing things.
I'm
on a roll.
I admitted to him
Kaiser roll.
I can't make fun of her too much. I do feel bad, but I can't make fun of her too much because when I was a small child, now granted this is a small child being a small child, I thought black people were just really sunburned. So that's along the same
How
lines.
do these people live? How do these people live?
but there's a difference. Like I grew up and I learned that black people aren't just really sunburned. That's just how their skin tone is. But it wasn't until she was well over being an adult that like there's more than just your six people in your house. That is I'm concerned about what that is, but I'm not going to talk about it. Let's move on, Casey. I apologize. Go ahead.
Here's another thing he said.
I'll just scroll down a little.
Okay, this was more like a cyclical pit of death. It was kind of like at one point he was like, "You guys, we are all going to hell. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
But why don't you accept Jesus in your heart?
Yeah.
Why did you say just 3 seconds earlier we're all going to hell? There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Here's another good one. We could have had superpowers if we didn't sin. And he's like, you know why Adam and Eve lived for like 900 years? Yeah, it's because they weren't sinners until later. And Jesus was able to heal people and feed like 5,000 people with bread. 1 bread, 3 bread, fish, bread. I don't know how it goes. He fed people with a bread.
Yes.
A bread and a bread and 3 borscht.
Okay.
4 score and 7 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah. But basically he was like, Jesus was able to walk on water and feed a whole bunch of people with a very few things, cure people of leprosy because he didn't have sin. And if we didn't have sin, we'd have superpowers.
I also feel like, though, if
Can I use my powers to kill this man?
if Adam and Eve hadn't sinned, it would probably just be them.
Yeah.
Because for the longest time, it was just them until they actually did sin, and God cursed Eve with the
That's why I'm
labors
curious.
of
Like, if that
childbirth.
hadn't happened, they would have just hung out in this like little tiny section of the world, and God's just like having them like he's there, like they're his gerbils. He's just has them there in that pocket of the universe.
Yeah.
Like, I got other things to check on. I gotta go write my dissertation here. I'll be back. How you guys doing? You doing good? All right, cool. Who's a good human? Who's a good human? All right, cool.
And they're just look at him.
Willis is in the background somewhere. How the fuck did he get here?
I made him just to be your neighbor.
You look like you're having a little bit of trouble there, God.
I see everything, God. No, that's me. That's me. I see everything. Oh, yeah.
Howdy ho, Jehovah.
Jesus
My
Christ.
favorite. My favorite minister that I've ever encountered is a dude out of Shippensburg.
Okay.
He looks and he sounds an awful lot like Pee Wee Herman.
I had a substitute bus driver that looked and sounded.
Hey,
Oh,
Jambi!
that's funny.
Was it the same person?
Well, the funny thing is, this guy's last name was Herman. So it was pretty funny. Let us all pray.
Did you ask him what his first name was?
No.
Peter. Peter Herman.
Peter Herman.
Peter Weeder Herman or something.
Peter Weeder.
Pumpkin eater.
That's terrible.
Had a wife and always beat her.
Whoa! I don't think that's how that goes.
I'm sorry, run that by me again?
Had a wife and always beat her? I
Oh,
don't think that's how it goes.
Isn't it?
I don't
honestly,
think so.
I think it might be. I think she might be right.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's what my mom always said.
Well, your mom is
He
just
wasn't
an
the
older
best
version
person.
of you,
Yes.
so...
Did I tell you that
Did
she...
she stab herself with her fingernails and slap herself
no,
in the
but
forehead
she-
It
regularly?
is completely possible.
Let me tell you 2 stories about my mom.
Okay.
One time, she cut off part of her finger because the cord to the weed whacker got wrapped around her leg, so she like put the weed whacker down with it still turned on to unwrap the thing and touch the weed whacker.
Mm.
That's like how Stacy's dad once was working in the garage, and he had that like belt grinder thing, and saw like he didn't just saw off one of his fingers; he ground down one of his fingers.
Yes.
And he walks into the house and is like,
Well,
"So,
under the
I need some help."
thing.
They went to the hospital, and like, I think Stacy said that like they went to the hospital, and he got like in his the hospital bed and everything, and next to him was like one of their relatives who just happened to also be there.
Hey, what are you doing
for
here?
almost exactly the same reason.
Oh my god.
So story number 2.
Hello.
Is that my mom? She'll tell you she's 29 for like the 30th year, but she's
Right.
53.
Well,
I think.
that's just a thing people do.
Yeah. My brother's 36, so I don't know how her life is going on for her, but
Maybe it's
But
time to hang up that joke.
She's 205.
sometimes she will run around our house flailing
Colors. Oh,
everything
somebody
she
else.
has,
That's
just
fine.
like
Right.
looking like a really weird jellyfish running through the house,
Ha 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 ha!
screaming that she has no bones.
I think your mom and Wes's mom would be good friends.
My mom hates people.
Well, that's too bad.
I feel bad that my parents don't have friends, but at the same time, like, I would be so much better
What
a person
friends
than
would
my
they-
parents are.
Yeah. Your mom would be friends with people who also like colors.
She'd be
Yeah.
friends with colors.
Your dad would be friends with people who look like him, which is nobody. This guy's stomach is in his chin.
Charlie's starting to look more and more like that, to be honest
And
with you. Let's
he's
hook your dad up with Charlie and
No.
see how that goes.
No.
he's got like a stomach in his chin and he's got really long legs.
Keith has a new nickname for Charlie.
Oh boy.
It's, what is it? It's
Chicken slathered fuck.
It's, no neck fat slap.
Say that 5 times fast.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna say it once.
Yeah.
I
wasn't
believe
paying
you.
attention.
Well, while we're on the topic of dumb people, I've wanted to have
Wow.
a topic here real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's I'm really interested in hearing people's things.
Thanks.
This was a topic on Reddit once because you guys know I'm all about the Reddits.
You know, I know you're about the Reddits.
And there were some really hilarious results, none of which that I can remember. But
Cool story,
the
bro.
question is, how did the dumbest person you know prove it to you?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I can answer that, I think.
Go for it.
I told her once
I have a story too. So.
I told her once that she dropped her pocket and she looked 3 times in a row.
That's great.
Yes, that was fun.
Oh, I love it. Well,
Who's next? You. You on next?
who is next? You.
Want rage?
For-
Yes.
Wanted rage? Yes. For only a small fee of $19.99. You'll have all the rage you've ever wanted. Wanted rage? Yes. I'm Snake on my butt, Jackson. My
I
mother's
got a
been
s-
always proud of me. I got a snake up my butt. In that animation I did, he's got an ostrich in his butt.
Yeah, why did you decide that?
I don't know, I was in a weird mood.
Okay, that's cool. Just wondering.
Okay,
Just
so your
wondering.
answer is
Yeah. There's a couple top spots, but here's one of my favorites. There was like in elementary school, there was this guy who was like really like acted really preppy and pretended like he was like the rich kid.
So there was a guy in high school, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of. And he always wore these rings all the time. That was a face.
Go on.
Lennon just had a look of pure horror on his face.
Don't worry about it.
It's
All you
not-
need to know is that in the game I'm playing,
You're
I'm
playing Marvel.
I'm not.
Okay.
But I'm
Or
there's-
that Peggle look.
That's the one.
Yeah, there it is.
I got fucked.
I was playing, but I'm at 15%.
And he tried very hard to hate me,
Okay.
and I guess he did a good job about it. But one time, he never like he was always around. So at one point we were at lunch, and I was like, "So, you getting married?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "That ring. You got a ring." And he's like, "If you haven't noticed, this ring is on my middle finger, not my ring finger." I said, "So, you're gonna look pretty when you stick it up?" And for elementary school, just so you guys know, that's like
That's pretty good.
the ultimate.
That's like the ultimate burn.
The ultimate burn. And everybody was like, "Oh!" And he just, what? You didn't get it.
That's funny. I had people in at work the other day. They were a harp group, and I was telling.
Okay.
I guess it's just there were about 12 of them, so I think it's about everybody in the United States who plays the fucking harp.
Okay.
They came in, and they were talking about
Are you
their
talking
harps.
about like the 6 foot tall things you like
Yeah.
roll around?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I told him about I sort of play something like a harp, except mine has 6 strings and it's got frets on it. I said that to 4 people, and every single one of them just kind of like looked and like, it's a guitar, and they went, oh.
There's such a thing as a harp guitar.
There is.
Those things are cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
my favorite song on Candy Rat Records, which is the guitar solo fingerstyle people record label. I can't say that. Record label
the record
that I follow. My favorite song by them is called Gates of Nomeria, and the guy who plays it has a harp guitar, and it's amazing.
Yeah, well, that sounds cool.
That will also go in the wait for it links. How about we actually press the space bar? There you go.
That might have been one of the longest downtimes between...
See, the problem is, I press space bar and press play.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does the thing where it scrolls down.
Yeah, you have to actually, like, select the motherfucker. It's the worst.
Can drunk count as stupid?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll buy that.
Because my selection...
Dog farts and dog cum?
No, my selection would be Kyle's, Liam Neeson.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
What?
Or no, Leslie Nielsen was great as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Or not Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He confused Liam Neeson with Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah. And he claims he wasn't drunk, but...
He totally was.
Yeah. If you're confusing Liam Neeson to Leslie Nielsen...
He also ranted for a good 20 minutes about actors in general.
Yeah.
That was when I was like, I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
That's the end of the part.
That was a good time.
I've already talked about the dumbest person I know.
That's true.
And she is dumb.
Is there anything that you
I
said
almost
about
said
her?
you, but I'm not that.
I'm surprised no one said me with all the shit that I do.
Yeah.
Fucking cut off my
You're not
thumb
the worst.
and fucking cut off my thumb.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything else that I do because I'm so
'Cause
fucking
you're dumb.
stupid.
Just watch Cast Greatest Hits and you will find out.
Touching everything
Touching
and
buttholes.
boobs and buttholes and
touching butts.
Boobs are fun.
Thank you. I'll second that notion.
I noticed
Motion
that.
passes.
PSA.
I noticed that while I was on my anniversary yesterday.
You were on your
I was
anniversary.
on it in
All
more
of it.
ways than one.
Yeah.
Wawa.
That's why I removed the air mattress before you guys got here.
Oh, why? Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't ever think of an air match without thinking of Mary Lee. Oh, man.
That's great.
I fucking love that. It's hilarious.
Do you have any more stories about dumb Christina?
Could you?
Oh, let's see. I told...
The Red Fugator one is probably like the peak.
I need to bring that note.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. I'd love to see it.
Red Fugator.
That's a note you're going to have forever.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because it has the fucking date on it.
2010.
Run that by me again, and for those that don't know, that are still probably not listening.
The Red Fugator?
Yes.
Oh, she...
I'm going to animate that eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you tell us?
I'll tell you again. So,
Well, let me tell you.
We go dancing Thursday nights every once in a while, and it goes late, so I always just stay at her house afterwards. True. That's her. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Which, just so you guys know, the one time I met her, that's all she said to me. No matter what I said.
I love it.
And he thought she was okay, because that's all she said. And then
Yeah.
I explained that she doesn't understand when she says that. And he was like, oh, she's dumb.
Well, that goes
Foxes
without
are
saying.
really birds. True.
Yeah. So,
What's a fox?
yeah. So I was staying over at her house, and she had a doctor's appointment. And this was before I had a license or a vehicle or anything. So she had a doctor's appointment in the morning, an eye doctor appointment. And so she wanted to wake me up and tell me that either I could just wait until she gets back, or I can call my mom
I now remember this story.
and have her wake me up. And she couldn't wake me up because I'm a heavy sleeper, and we only got home at like 3 in the morning, and this is like 7, so 2 hours of sleep that I got. And so she writes me this note, and everything on it makes my head hurt.
Yeah.
Every single word. First of all, her handwriting's that of a middle school child who writes with the pen in like all of their fingers.
Does she actually write like that?
Yes.
Oh my god. There's no hope for this person.
No.
All of their fingers make me think of like Wolverine.
It's dragging it. It's in the wood.
She wrote it on the wall.
It's actually scribed into the refrigerator.
The Redfigator.
Yes, my mistake. How silly. How stupid of me.
I can't remember exactly what the whole thing said, but it basically said that there's pancakes in the Redfigator when I wake up, and then she has a eye doctor appointment, and when she's done with this appointment, she'll be home, and until then, I can watch TV or have anything that's in the Redfigator if I'm hungry, or I can just call my mom and have her pick me up, or wait until she's done with her appointment.
This is like the worst choose your own adventure ever. You could either stay here and get food out of the Redfigator, or get your mom to pick you up, or you could go and kill people.
Yeah.
And then she signed it with her first and last name and the year.
The year.
The year.
Out of
So memorable.
If anything, I would have put the time.
Yeah.
Like, because the date, obviously it's today, because I'm still sleeping in your bed.
Right.
I did not sleep for more than 24 hours.
Unless you did.
Unless I did, I was in a coma, and
Because
then I'm in the
I
hospital.
may or may not have passed out in the bathroom of Zembies at one point. Because
Zembies?
it's
Is
a
that
bar in
is
Harrisburg.
that shrine of people who wear the fezzes
No,
and
that's
drive the
Zembo.
tiny cars?
No, this was the Swedish Bernadette night.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
when I walked into the bathroom, everyone the place was bumping. When I walked out, there was no one there, and chairs were being put up. So I may or may not have passed out in the bathroom. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah, but that was kind of it.
Is this person by chance going to college?
She graduated from college.
From a special college.
From a special college. She doesn't know it was a special college.
How?
She got a scholarship.
She's currently a nurse.
Oh God! Where's she a nurse at? Because I don't want to go there.
Lebanon.
Okay, good.
Oh, I was gonna say Gettysburg
Middle East?
Retirement Village. That'd be hilarious.
Lebanon. Lebanon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every time you move your knee, every time you move your knee, that light shines in my eyes.
Me?
Yes.
Oh.
Shadow puppets. Quick shadow puppet show on Amperspace.
Woof woof.
Well
Okay.
done.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Nobody saw that.
But another fun story. Now that we talked about
It's the attack on
Wes-
Pearl Harbor. That was a gag on Scrubs once.
It was.
Yeah.
It was terrible, but it was hilarious.
There was a 9/11 joke last night that was actually pretty funny.
Was it?
Go on.
Shane Gillis.
Nice.
Go on.
It was after Manny went up, and Manny did his joke about how Superman should be pissed off that every time he shows up, he's mistaken for a bird and or a plane. So, very drunk Shane Gillis goes up and talks about how 9/11 could use Superman that day. Oh, look, it's a bird. No, wait, it's a plane. Oh, no, it's just Superman. Okay, never mind. No problem. Problem averted. It's like, what?
God damn.
Had to be drunk.
Jesus.
I wish it was a bird.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
It was pretty good.
So yeah, so speaking of you passing out in a bathroom, I had not passed out, but had a very embarrassing incident at school the other day.
I
Did you
bet we're
fall
all gonna
into
find
the
out about
toilet?
it. Does this have anything to do with the guy who wore yoga pants?
No, I am thankful it did not.
Wait.
There is a guy, you're not on the group thing.
This is group cast that we're doing
Yeah.
here.
It's a group chat.
Born out of the group chat that we
Yeah.
have.
So there's this guy in my class,
Okay. Yeah.
only guy in our class,
Right.
named Tyler,
Mhm.
who wears yoga pants every day. It's beauty school.
Yeah.
He's very gay. But
What was your first clue? Was it the yoga pants?
the fact that he wears his hair in a bun and yoga pants every day. Like a top.
Well, alright.
Yeah.
Well, I worked with an Asian guy that had really hair
So you're
twice
not
as
racist?
long as
Is
yours,
that-
Yeah.
and he always wore his hair in a bun. Mostly because you
Well,
can have
yeah.
long hair when he worked at Amazon, but he chose to put it up in a bun.
Asian guys can get away with that.
Yeah.
So I have another story about him, but we'll save that for after this story.
Okay.
So there's 2 rooms. One we keep our bags in because we have suitcase-sized bags, which are our kits, because it's Scientology school. #winning. Yes.
Okay.
No. So we put all our bags in the back, and then we just have our books and stuff in the front. And the door is normally at least slightly open, where it's looks like it's closed, but all you do is touch it and it'll open, or it's completely open. So I was just in a hurry to get to the back room. Door looks slightly shut. I'm just heading right to the door. put my hand on the handle just in case it's not. Don't turn it at all. Door was completely shut. Whole body into door, collapse into single pile in which, like, my foot was touching my head. And everybody saw it in both rooms because there's a window in the door. Yeah, I just laid there until everybody looked away. Yeah, so...
Oh, that's funny.
That's great.
So speaking of racism and this Tyler boy, fun fact.
Why is that our theme?
I don't know.
This guy is racist. But he doesn't seem to realize it because he accuses everybody else of being a racist.
Oh, that's the
Those are
number
the
one
worst.
symptom.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is black, and, like, I'll ask him questions.
He's allowed to be racist now.
Nobody's allowed to be racist. Cosmetological.
I'll ask him
Probably
questions about,
Something like that.
Yeah.
like, how
Hashtag English major.
I'll ask him questions about how, like, his hair works because I don't have black hair.
That's
What are,
racist.
what are the inner workings of your hair?
And I'll be like, well, do you have to wash it often? Like, what's, like,
You need to
what
use a
happens
wrench.
when you... Like, I ask him serious questions because it's something that at some point I will have to know in a salon. Yeah. And he's like, that's such a racist question. And then I'll ask, like, him and I were on trash duty this week.
Sounds like?
He sounds more like this.
Okay.
So...
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah. And he's also, like, 6'3". So it's weird. So anyway, so this guy...
No magic.
we
I
all
just can't magic.
It hurts.
There's not like a cleaning crew at our school, so we all have like little jobs like sweep the floor, take out the trash every day. And he and I were on trash duty last week, so I was like, okay, do you want to take the trash bags out or do you want to put the empty bags in? Like, what do you want to do? Because I'll do whatever you don't. And he's like, honey, nigga ain't never gonna do none of that. And I was like, you just categorized your entire race as not wanting to do shit. And I'm the racist for asking about your hair.
Oh.
Because he's allowed to, because he's black. Yeah.
That's
Ask me
terrible.
a serious question. I just wanted knowledge.
I don't know why this reminded me of this, but my roommate, who looks suspiciously like Dave,
Yeah.
Suspicious Dave,
as
yes?
you all know,
Suspicious Dave, yes.
he has
Dave
4
Suspicious.
friends.
4.
It's bizarre because they all look exactly the same, but they're of varying heights.
Okay.
It's gotten to the point where they wear the same exact hoodie. I saw them walk in, like they all walked in at the same time.
In a line?
In a line, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Were
walked.
they marching?
They
left,
walked
right?
through the door, and each one had the same blue hoodie. I'm like, what is happening?
It's a cult.
It
Led
must
by
be,
Dave.
because
There
they
you go.
seriously look all the
Suspicious Dave.
same.
Yeah,
It's terrifying.
that's pretty cool.
No, it's not Suspicious Dave, it's Dave's Dishes.
Yeah.
Dave's
It's like Dave lookalike has one type of person that he likes. That's that guy. So he just hoarded up all the different people who look like that guy. Brought them all together.
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Well, it's about that time.
It is
it's about that time. And before we head off to do
Ba-ba-ba-da.
our own separate things wherever we may go, keep in mind that we have, in fact, a YouTube channel where more than just group casting
Yes.
podcast happens. You can go check that out at Groupcast Nation, which is on YouTube. You just search for it. You can find it probably from our Facebook page. Speaking of, we also have a Facebook page, which you can follow us, and we will keep you updated on all of the latest Groupcast ventures that go from these podcasts
Yeah.
to Greatest Hits to You Guys Go on Adventures, Groupcast Game Day, etc., etc.
Not to harp on you not posting the podcast again this week,
Here we go.
but, well, it's a semi-related thing where I'm very surprised how well you guys keep up with the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you guys were on top of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
every
very
time I
cool.
post a video, I put it on the Facebook page.
Yeah, very nice.
Not only do we have all that, what Casey just said, we also have a
Eeyore? We got one of
Eeyore.
those?
Yeah.
You can email us at groupcastnation
Oh.
at gmail.com.
Or
We
you
also
can
have a
also-
Twitter page.
also
English
get a hold of us.
translator.
You
Yeah.
can also get a hold of us at Groupcast Nation. There's direct post links from shows, and I use it when we do live streams. Sometimes
yep.
I'll just post random shit when I think about it, because sometimes I forget that we have a Twitter.
And your mission for people
That's
who are
forgettable.
listening,
That's
your
okay.
mission
Yes.
for this week, if you decide to listen all the
Sub
way
to
to
the
the end of
YouTube.
this,
Sub to the YouTube channel.
Well, yeah, there's that. But I was gonna
The
say,
more higher calling.
Yeah.
go on Twitter with the hashtag Carjack Bandana and tell us what the dumbest person you know proved it to you.
Oh yeah, can we do that? Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
Anywhere that anywhere that we'll see it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I would just love to hear these stories.
yeah. Somebody do this. Kenzie, I know you're listening. Do it.
Yeah.
Tell all of them to do it too. All
Yeah,
the other
tell
guys.
all those other people.
All the other peeps.
Yeah, the
souls.
people
All
we
your
don't
peeps.
keep in touch with anymore.
All yo peeps. Do the
Plank.
thing.
All yo peeps
Hank.
and roosters and other farm animals.
Yeah.
Animals.
Don't go
Yeah.
like that.
Wiley.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Not everybody.
You say is. That is really quiet.
I know.
It's in the links.
Gilligan's Island?
See you guys all next time. Remember to stay near to your pets.
Did you really just say that?
And whatever.
No,
Good.
it's not Gilligan's Island.
What's it from?
Good night, everybody.
Oh, my
Good night,
God.
everybody.